We were eagerly waiting for a new phone after Poco F1 launched. We were waiting for its successor. But as soon as we realized that Poco is separating it from Xiaomi and standing as a separate entity into the market, we get to know that Poco is going to launch few new smartphones in the year 2020. The first smartphone that's going to launch in India under Poco as a separate brand is Poco X2. So here's the box with me. This is the new Poco X2, and because I was so excited and I wanted to see the phone, I have already unboxed it and it's right here with me. Ta-da! So just a brief introduction that what you get in the box. So you get the handset, you get the charger, you get the Type-C cable and a protective case. So this is the phone, the new Poco X2. This phone comes with 8GB of RAM paired with 256GB of internal storage, and this is the storage option that I have received for this review. Otherwise the phone comes in different storage options as well. Also, speaking of the dual SIM tray, you can put 2 nano SIM cards or one SIM card along with one micro SD card to expand the storage up to 512GB. Now, of course, you would want to know what do I feel about this phone. So yes, this one comes with Atlantis blue color gradient. I'm pretty sure there are different color options as well, but Atlantis blue is kind of flashy. So you get a typical purple on the sides, which is the frame of the phone, and then there is dark blue on the bottom of the rear panel, and then there is like light blue on the top of the rear panel. But it comes with glossy finish, which makes it look very blingy, and that's what I don't like. Personally, I wouldn't want to use a phone that sparkles a lot. Also, speaking of the rear panel, you get the camera module on the top center on the rear panel. Okay, there is this also circular moon gradient around the camera module, which is matte in finish and it looks kind of weird to me. Also, the camera module is too bumpy, so definitely the phone wobbles when you keep it on the table. The front and back of the phone is made of Gorilla Glass 5, and the aluminium frame of the phone holds all the keys. So you get the volume rocker and the unlock button, which is also the side mounted fingerprint sensor on the right side of the phone, and you get the SIM tray on the left. On the bottom there is a speaker grill, a Type-C port and a 3.5mm headphone jack. Thanks to Poco for not losing on the jack. On the top you get the IR blaster, which means you can control home appliances like fridge and TV at your home using your smartphone. Speaking of my viewing experience, I really like the display of Poco X2. So this phone measures 6.6 inches, full HD plus IPS LCD panel. Now do not raise your brow when I say LCD panel, because the LCD panel that comes with Poco X2 is amazing. The colors and viewing angles are amazing, and if I have to remind you, then Poco F1 also comes with IPS LCD panel, but when I say this one is good, trust me, because the panel of this phone is so much better than Poco F1. What adds to the viewing experience is the thin bezels and the thin chin, along with the front-facing punch hole cameras. Yes, I say cameras because it has got 2 front-facing cameras, 20 megapixel plus 2 megapixel depth sensor camera for amazing portrait selfie photos. Okay, let's talk about the cameras. No, wait. Before I move on to cameras, let me also tell you that the display of this phone comes with 120Hz refresh rate, which makes all the animations, all the videos and everything so smooth on this phone. Now we can talk about the cameras. So I've already mentioned you that the phone has got 2 front-facing cameras. For the rear cameras, you get a quad camera system on the back, and it includes 64 megapixel main camera plus 8 megapixel ultra wide angle camera plus 2 megapixel depth camera and a 2 megapixel macro camera. I have clicked some photos from this phone, but I'm not going to show it to you guys right away because I'm saving it for my full review. Plus, I think I should click a little bit more, under challenging lighting as well, to judge better. So stay tuned for my full review. But one thing I still have for you guys. So I have shot a very small video sample for you. Have a look. Hi people, I'm also recording a video in 1080p resolution with 60 frames per second, but it's going to be a very short video sample because I'm going to come back in my full review telling you guys about the video quality, that if I liked it or I don't like it. And so stay tuned. Well, so far so good, but what about the hardware and software on this phone? The Poco X2 comes with 8nm based Qualcomm Snapdragon 730G chipset. And guys, let me remind you that 730G chipset is meant for elite and smooth gaming experience. But for that, let me use this device and play long sessions of games, especially on weekends, and tell you about my gaming experience on this phone. As for software, the phone comes with Android 10 out of the box, topped with MIUI 11. For MIUI 11, there are good things about MIUI that I really like. For example, when you open all the recent tabs on the phone, so it uses the space, it uses the display really well. But then what I don't like about this software is, of course, the weird ads that you see on your notification panel. So let's see how the software has managed or has been optimized on this phone, and I will tell you that in my full review. What else, guys? So we need food to live, right? The phone needs battery to stay alive. This phone comes with 4500 mAh battery, and this is one reason why the phone is so bulky. But the good part that it also comes with 27-watt fast charging system. So here's a brief sum up of my first impressions on the phone Poco X2. So honestly, it's a mixed feeling of both good and bad. So I really like the camera so far, but I have clicked just a few photos and I should be testing the cameras in harsh lighting as well. So yeah, that is one good part. What I like so far is the hardware. But what I didn't like is the flashy design along with its size and weight. So the phone is huge. I'm not saying it's big, I'm saying it's huge, yes. When I say it's huge, then that means there is a difficulty when I am clicking photos, I'm taking selfies. So it's very difficult to manage the phone in my hands. Plus, it's very heavy. So this phone weighs around 208 grams. But what I need to say in my full review, if these negatives can be ignored over the positives of this phone. So stay tuned for my full review, and I'll be uploading that video very soon. Thank you very much for watching this video, and hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and do not forget to subscribe to India Today Tech.